Hi, welcome back. See, welcome to series of lectures on digital logic design. This is Dr. N. Viranjanayulu, Professor, Department of IT, and we are discussing Unit 3 and Session 5. In this session, we are going to discuss about multiplexers. See, first of all, what is multiplexer? Okay, see this one. A multiplexer is a combination circuit which takes n inputs and produces only one output. See, if the number of inputs are 2 to the power of n, we need to have n selection lines. That's why if it takes 2 to the power of n inputs and produces one output, okay, for that we need n selection lines. That's why the definition is a multiplexer is a combinational circuit that selects binary information from one of many input lines, many input lines that and directs it to a single output line, only single output line. The selection of a particular input line is controlled by a set of selection lines. Okay. Normally, there are 2 to the power of n input lines and n selection lines whose bit combinations determine which input is selected. So, what is multiplexer? A multiplexer is a combination circuit, okay, which takes 2 to the power of n input lines and produces only one output. See, the selection is based on selection lines. Okay. Now, we are going to consider a 2 to 1 line multiplexer. 2 to 1 line multiplexer. That means, it takes 2 inputs and produces one output. For this, how many selection lines are required? See, for 2 to the power of n selection lines, if 2 to the power of n selection lines are there, 2 to the power of n input lines are there, okay, we need n selection lines. Suppose here 2 to 1 line multiplexer, only 2 inputs. So, 2 means 2 to the power of 1 only, that is one selection line is required. Suppose if it is 4 to 1 line multiplexer, multiplexers are represented by using MUX. Okay, if it is 4 to 1 line multiplexer, how many selection lines are required? 2 means 2 to the power 2 square, that is n selection lines. So 2 selection lines are required. If it is 8 to 1 line multiplexer, how many? See, this 8 means 2 cube. How many selection lines are required? 3. Like that, 16 to 1 line multiplexer. Okay. See, the 16, this is equal to 2 to the power of 4 and 4 selection lines are required. This is about multiplexer. So, we are considering this 2 to 1 line multiplexer. See, how many inputs are there? 2 inputs. What are the names of the inputs? I0, I1. The inputs are I0 and I1. This is I0 and this is I1. 2 inputs are there and one selection line is there and one output. See, what is S now? If the value of S is equal to 0, okay, I0, the output Y is equal to I0. If the value of S is equal to 1, the output is I1. This is the truth table for this 2 to 1 line multiplexer. And the logic diagram for this is, see here, this is the logic diagram. See here, two AND gates, okay. See, if the value of S is equal to 0, it takes 1, okay, 1, this based on this I value, it goes, the output is I0. If it is 1, it takes second AND gate, so the output is this one, I1. So, if the S value is 0, the output is I0 and the S value is 1, the output is I1. This is 2 to 1 line multiplexer. And the next one is, suppose if you consider 4 to 1 line multiplexer. This is 4 to 1 line multiplexer. This is 4 to 1 line multiplexer. One multiplexer, 4 inputs are there and only one output. How many selection lines are required? S0, S1, 2 selection lines. This is I0, I1, I2, I3. Okay, these are the inputs and these are the outputs. So, this is a 4 to 1 line multiplexer. what about this one? If S0 and S1 are 0 0, if S0 and S1 are 0 0, I0 is the output. If the values of S0 and S1 are 0 1, 0 1, I1 is the output. If it is 1 0, I2. If it is 1 1, I3. This is the logic diagram for this. Okay, this is I0, I1, I2, I3, two selection lines S0 and S1. If S0 and S1 are 0 0, the output is I0. Okay, it takes only I0, the output is I0. And if it is 0 1, then I1 is the output. If it is 1 0, I2 is the output, and if it is 1 1, I3 is the output. This is about 4 to 1 line multiplexer. And now we are going like that. We have 8 to 1 line multiplexer, 16 to 1 line multiplexer, 32 to 1 line multiplexer, like that 64 to 1 line multiplexers are there. So, now we are going to discuss about quadruple 2 to 1 line multiplexer. What is this? By using small multiplexers, we can design larger multiplexers also. So, that is why multiplexer circuits can be combined with common selection inputs to provide multiple bit selection logic. So, a quadruple 2 to 1 line multiplexer has how many multiplexers? 4 multiplexers. By combining 4 multiplexers, we are going to design a quadruple 2 to 1 line multiplexer. So, each capable of selecting one of 2 input lines. So, this is the logic diagram for this quadruple 1 line multiplexer. How many multiplexers are required? So, how many multiplexers are there in this? So, quadruple 4 multiplexers are there. 4 multiplexers are there in this. So, output Y0 can be selected to come from either A0 or B0. Y0 is selected come from either A0 or B0. Okay. And Y1 is selected from either A1 or B1. Y2 is selected from either A2 or B2, and Y3 is selected from either A3 or B3. This is okay. This is quadruple 2 to 1 line multiplexer. See, what is the function? See diagram for this. Here we have select line. Okay, this is 4 2 to 4. See, this is 2 to 1 line multiplexer. How many selection lines will be there? Only one selection line. So, one select line, and another one is there, that is enable input. The input selection line S selects one of the lines in each of the 4 multiplexers. Okay, in each of the 4 multiplexers. So, the enable input E must be active for normal operation. This enable input must be active for the normal operation. That means, so this if the enable input is 1, then whatever may be the value of x, all zeros. If the enable input is 0, 0 means here enable is active means if it is 0, if it is 1, okay, it takes 1. So, E must be 0. If it is 0, if the S value is 0, select A. What is A here? A means one multiplexer. Okay. If it is 0 1, it selects B. Okay, another multiplexer. Okay, this is A. It selects this part. Okay, if the value of S is equal to 0, it selects this part, and if it is value of A is equal to S is equal to 1, it selects this part. So, this is about quadruple 2 to 1 line multiplexer. And now, what is the advantage of this multiplexer? Okay, we are going to discuss this applications of multiplexer in detail, but the main advantage of this multiplexer is by using these multiplexers we can present, that means a more efficient method of implementing Boolean function. We can implement Boolean functions efficiently. This is the advantage of this, one of the advantages of this multiplexer. What is this? See here, a more efficient method of implementing a Boolean function of n variables with a multiplexer, okay, that has n minus 1 selection lines, selection inputs. So, you take this one. This is one Boolean expression. The expression is f of x y z is equal to sigma 1 to 6 7. This is one Boolean expression. How to implement? How to implement this Boolean function? So, here how many inputs are there? 3 inputs x, y, z, 3 inputs x, y, z. The output is 1, 2, 6, 7. 1, 2, 6, 7. So, we are going to design, okay, we are going to implement this one by using 4x1 multiplexer. Why 4x1 multiplexer? Okay, 3 inputs, okay, 3 inputs are there, okay, 3 inputs are there, and we are going to use this function also. So, how many inputs? 4 inputs. That's way, okay, here this is see, this is 4x1 multiplexer. 4x1 means 4 inputs, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, okay, 1, 2, 3, and this is 2 selection lines, okay, right, and this is the output. So, we are what is f? F is equal to, we are deriving equations for f in terms of input variables. Every time we are okay, first we consider this combination. This is z is 0, 1, f value is 0, 1. Is there any matching with this x, y, z? Okay, if the see, f is equal to z, that means if f value is there, z value is also 0. If f value is 1, z value is also 1. That's why we have derived like this, f is equal to z. That means, see here we are considering, we are going to see 3 selection lines. We are considering these selection lines. We are considering these 2 as selection lines, and we are using this for input. Okay, that's why we are going to take, we are going to consider this as okay, input, and these 2 are the selection lines. So, what about see, in terms of f, in terms of z, okay, if that combination is not there, okay, we are going to discuss. Okay, f, here the value of z is equal to 0, 1. 0, 1 means 0, 1 as it is, but the values are 1, 0. So, f is equal to z bar in terms of z, okay, like that. So, here f value 2 times 0, we can directly write f is equal to 0. Here f value is 2 times 1, f is equal to 1. So, based on this, we are going to implement this one. So, what how many inputs are there? This is how many? These are the inputs, okay, z bar 0, 1. So, z bar 0, 1. These are the inputs, and the selection lines are, okay, this x, y 0, 0, 0, 0, 1 box. This is 0, 1. This is 1, 0. This is 1, 1. So, if the values of x, y are 0, 0, 0, 0 means what? F is equal to z. This the output is this only. F is equal to z, that's all. If the values of S0 and S1 are 0, 1, F is equal to z bar. F is equal to z bar. If the values of S1 and S0 are 1, 0, the F is 0 directly, 0. And if the values of XY are 1, 1, so F is equal to 1, that is, okay, this is the implementation of, okay, this is Boolean function implementation. Now, we will consider another example, this here, this is another example, okay. You listen carefully. This is 4 variable, and we have given expression. We are going to implement this Boolean expression by using multiplexer. So, f of ABCD is equal to sigma, how many? 1, 3, 4, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. How many variables are there? 4 variables. So, ABCD are the variables, right? Good. Next, we have written the combinations, various combinations of the ABCD. Okay, right. Okay, here we are going to consider these first three as selection lines, and this one we are going to use as input. So, f is equal to, now what is f now? F 1, 3, 4, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, these are the these are the values of f. So, right. Now, f in terms of z. So, is there any relation between these two? Yes. If f is equal to 0, d also 0. F is equal to 1, d is also 0. So, f is equal to d. Is there any relation? Here also 0, 0, 1, 1. So, f is equal to d only. Here this, if f is equal to 1, the d value is 0. If f is equal to 0, this is 1. So, we are f is equal to d bar. Now, here the f value is 0, we can write directly 0. Here also 0, we can write directly 0. Here 0 1, 0 1 means same are there 0 1 0 1. So, f is equal to d. So, here the both values of f are 1. So, f is equal to 1. Here also 1, f is equal to 1. Now, how to implement this one? How to implement? So, what are the selection lines? A, B, C. We are considering these as selection lines S0, S1, S2. And what is the, see what is the multiplexer? What type of multiplexer we are going to use? 8 by 1 line multiplexer. Why this 8 by 1 line multiplexer? See, we have so many combinations. Okay, we are considering 3 selection lines. 3 selection lines means 4 inputs. So, 8 inputs will be there. 8 by 1 multiplexer, 3 inputs. So, how many inputs will be there? 8 inputs. So, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, 3 selection lines. So, in terms of Z, so the first 0. What is 0? F is equal to D. F is equal to D. This is the output now. This is the output. If next second one is second one also f is equal to z only, this one only. So, this is directly this one. Okay, now f is equal to d bar, d complement, d bar, this is now this one. So, next f is equal to 0, f is equal to 0, this is 0, this is also 0. So, this is next 5 6 are f is equal to d, okay, this d directly, and f is equal to 1. So, 1, this is 6, and 7 also 1, that is the implementation of okay, this multiplexer. So, we will stop this one, okay, we will discuss later. Thank you.